Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland.
Pioneers standing by.
Of Hill 1v1 on Semois. In the south, there's Reakly fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth here with the 53rd Infantry Division, tasked with occupying this village and holding it against German counterattacks. In the north, it is Bunkerbuster fighting for the German army. Deutschland here with the 15th Panzergrenadier Division, tasked with, well, forcing the British away. We got Luftwaffe, we got Mechanized, we got Coastal Battle Group here for Bunkerbuster with the double Pioneer Grenadier start versus double Sappers out of Reakly. Noting now the player has yet to pick a battle group. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continued generous and absolutely wonderful support. The Propagandacast keeps making all these videos possible, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking as well on the videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms, which otherwise try to do away with me. So, Dingle here, and we got Heavy Armour, so we might even see double Dingers there out of Reakly. Far from impossible, in fact. As you can then utilise the battle group, of course, then quick withdraw them very quickly, having like forces opponents have to react to them. So there's definitely some potential strategic shenanigans out of Reakly there. Meanwhile, more city opening here for Bunkerbuster so far, heading in several directions. Of course, have to see what goes on. Mechanized already now feels more likely. There could be Luftwaffe. Coastal Battle Group could happen, but I feel like most players tend to pick it fairly early on. But of course, it does mean there's more room for psychological deception out of the Bunkerbuster. But there you go, Dingo dashing about here. Catch the Grenadier. See, second Grenadier's got ready. Dingo drawing about. Has been caught here with a bit of rifle fire there. And we can see there, Reakly just quickly pulls out of the line of fire to the Grenadiers. Pioneers pushing for these munitions. Single Grenadiers got ready. Up northy, we got the Pioneers sneaking about. Section away there for Reakly, so no double Dingo there. Sappers trying to close in, but they're taking fire from an avenue where they're not really covered. And Dingo there's dashing in further. Of course, applying more pressure, rushing for the building here. Sappers could try and pursue, but already here the engagement is starting to look a bit less than ideal here for Reakly. Second Sapper section moving in from the other side. No flame for Reakly, so fighting against the Grenadiers in the building will be a bit expensive for him. Bunkerbuster following up with a machine gun there, the MG42. Pretty standard build order here. 2 Pioneers, 2 Grenadiers, 1 MG42. Leipzig goes for a heavy tier 1 like so many other players have done lately. One thing also worth noting here, of course, is the fact, I mean, in terms of battle groups, it doesn't actually have Breakthrough. Like, Breakthrough definitely feels like it's one of the major meta battle groups as of late, so noting here, of course, that Bunkerbuster does not possess that, does stand out a fair bit. Second section there for Reakly. Steady advance up for the center. Dingo there fixed up already. Southeast Pioneers moving up here. MD42 team around on the center. There you go. Shots fired. Grenadiers occupying the church. Second section around there with the Lee Enfield rifles. Sandbags from Mr. Bunkerbuster, machining gewehr moving forwards. On the Lafette tripod, as it was known. There technically was also a second type of tripod for the MG42 meant for shooting at aircraft. Little fun fact there. Rushing for the church, that Panzergrenadier company here for Bunkerbuster. Doesn't have access to Pantherfaust yet because his Panzergrenadier company isn't ready. Doesn't have the Luftwaffe company, and he doesn't have the officer's quarters. Like either of those three things there can basically unlock the Pantherfaust section. Sappers was aiming for 2. Flamethrowers there being upgraded here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a good reason to get out there for Bunkerbuster's machine gun. Another section for Reakly. No sign of, say, the ability there for cheaper sappers.
Sectors are isolated. We have been cut off.
Sneaky play there by Reakly, by the way, flanking up here, hitting the cut-off point right behind Bunkerbuster. Thumbs up. Subsequent to occupy housing there. Really leaving Bunkerbuster's machine down a really bad spot. We do have the Grenadiers on the flank, but I don't think it'll be enough here to cover against 2 sapper sections attacking from each side here. He's going to have to draw that machine gun here. It's going to have to draw it fast. Panzer Grenadiers for Bunkerbuster. Thumbs up. Machine's about to get wiped out. He could try and merge with it here, obviously. But I still don't think that'd do a lot of good because he then have like even fewer Grenadiers, like, you know, keep things going for the machine gun. Need to retreat here. I think particularly these Grenadiers are still unhealthy. That he just ends up wasting a lot of manpower. He could always preserve for, say, more Panzer Grenadiers. Yeah, definitely a bit of a tactical area. Yeah, there we go. We do get the retreat here. West side here, Pioneers holding up some British forces there. And we do get the light vehicle withdrawn refit there for Reakly. Panzer gun needs to be on ready. There we go. Withdrawing the dingo, he could fix it up. But at this point, I mean, Reakly's probably figured at this stage the dingo has done what it needs to do or can do. And rather than risk losing it or having to spend a lot of time repairing it constantly, he just withdraws it, get the manpower. He could then go for like a fourth section. He could take up. He could go for machine guns, mortars, you name it. All the way, it does provide Reakly there with some interesting strategic choices. And we do get the tech out of Reakly. It is the platoon command post. Pioneers in a bit of a hot spot. There was the sections. The Lee Enfield rifles, of course, landing some great shots on the Pioneers. Almost wiped out immediately. And
Pioneers are dead.
We do get that wipe. Panzers, they got the cutoff point southeast side here. Pioneer section number, squad number 2 push back with the infantry section holding up. They're down to 3 men. It's Reginald, it's Lewis, and it's Roberts, but they held up for the Commonwealth. Humber on the way there for Reakly. Very much to be expected. Bunkerbuster's going to need, well, either packs, a lot of mines, or something else like, you know, deal with it. He could go here for mechanized battle group to call in the Achtrad. He could also go Luftwaffe for the LG-40. So it's not like right now Bunkerbuster is without any way of stopping the Humber. So at this point, a part of me definitely would expect the Achtrad to sort of, you know, be his counter of choice here to the Humber armored cars. Typically, one-on-one, the Achtrad will beat the Humber in most situations. On the set, if you have 2 Humbers, you can actually beat the Achtrad if you know what you're doing.
Territory taken. We're pushing on. The enemy has claimed our territory.
We'll have to see what Bunkerbuster's response here to the Humber is. 6-pounder gun flying up for Reakly, possibly because he's also anticipating an Achtrad response when he knows his opponent, if he's paid attention, has the mechanized battle group. And it is fairly popular as the British, I find, to go for the Achtrad. Particularly they go for the Australians with the Australians. There we go. Section almost wiped out. Really close call there. Full Reakly. Panzers pushing forwards here. Right, ripping through the sappers there. Almost got them in. There we go. Sapper wipe here on Reakly. Up north here, we got a section flanking around being caught here. And we got a minor retreat path as well here. Machine gun flank in return. Really messy situation here. Pack 40 is almost done for Bunkerbuster. Guessing maybe not the Achtrad after all. Going for the cutoff point. Panzer's holding up inside the building. Mine goes off. Pack 40 has arrived. The Panzer Abwehr Kanone 40. Moving out here. I think he's trying to buy time for the Grenadiers to pander faster. We got smoke deployed here. Trying to cover against such an eventuality. Also, I think trying to try and cover the retreat of the section here, but that did not pay off. In fact, there's a good chance here that Bunkerbuster doesn't just get a sample wipe. He gets a section wipe. Suddenly, Reakly's situation went from being pretty strong and dominant to, well, being fairly exposed. I mean, he's still getting some good map control here versus Bunkerbuster, but it is also worth noting he's just taking a fairly heavy amount of losses.
We have territory cut off from supply. So
things definitely got a lot tougher, in particular with Bunkerbuster, like in a way to like add in some more Panzer Grenadiers or take up fast. Instead, of course, Reakly hitting the fuel pond right outside of his opponent's base will actually make it hard, of course, here for Bunkerbuster to go for that Panzer company fast. So good move there by Reakly, I think. Sometimes you have to like realize what is your current situation, what can you do within that situation, then act upon that. In this case, I think Reakly's just realizing, okay, I've taken some losses, I need to hurt my opponent's economy. We finally got a battle group for Bunkerbuster, getting some support from the 4th Fallschirmjäger Division. It will appear here as the Luftwaffe battle group has been selected. Guessing it's going to be for the cheap reinforcements and the loiter. Some Fallschirm Pioneers and Fallschirmjägers obviously wouldn't be a half-back choice either. Section 8 pursued. Starts moving up, we got mines here, but Reakly, of course, looking to deal with any sudden German advances. Up north, Humber is being pursued. It's pursuing, actually. Pack 40 is being hauled in there. Fallschirm Pioneer, LG-40, and another Panzer squad out here for Bunkerbuster. Could have gone here, gone for Fallschirmjägers, but some players will go for Panzer still, and then they'll rely on the cheap reinforcements, of course, here to make the Panzer Grenadiers more economically effective. It's an overall, I think, fairly solid strategy, though part of me would love to see some Fallschirmjägers. But anyways, who knows, might see them down the road. Mines down here from Reakly Sappers.
Have captured a victory point.
Grab Neeson point with the Pioneers.
You have 3 command
And we got infantry training here for Reakly. No cancel, goes to another section. Doesn't hurt to have more infantry before you start to train it. Is not hurt at all. Section they're hiding out here, almost forgotten by Reakly. And we got a mortar there as well for the British Empire. Pack 40 scores a great hit on the Humber, slamming through the armoured cars. Because they're occupying the German advance here. Sappers flanking from the other side. Alright, lads, let's burn out those Germans! That seems a bit harsh, Nigel. We're in the middle of a war here, Harold. We're meant to be harsh. But the Canadians aren't harsh. The Canadians aren't harsh. They're maniacs. Maniacs. It'll be a wonder if anyone remembers them as being polite down, 50 years down the road. Mines on the road here. Panzer Company for Bunkerbuster. Very much anticipated. Reakly, of course, here could withdraw the Humbers late or soon down the road, then maybe also take up. We'll have to see. More to find the machine gun there. Mines was out here for Bunkerbuster. Obviously, very sensible move. Should always scout for mines wherever possible. So when you actually have hit mines. And there you go, Panzer Company. Almost done here for Bunkerbuster. Reakly, meanwhile, yet to quite get there in terms of the tech tree. Might be able to do up some Panzer units to flush out the section. And there you go, we do get the company command post now here for Reakly and the British Empire. Section advancing, going straight for the Grenadiers. Probably should withdraw this machine gun. I mean, it's 3 men, but also more crucially, it sounds like less than, I think, a quarter of its health. Not really in a deal situation. It's the sort of situation the machine can quickly get wiped here for Bunkerbuster. So at this point, there's really only one thing he can do, or 2 things he can do, which either is heal up at the front line or retreat and get it healed up and reinforced. In this case, he's not retreating, but theoretically, had it not been a combat situation, he could have withdrawn the Grenadiers over to them, merged, and then healed up. Southeast here, Sappers, Humber there doing damage. We've got the Humber there seemingly having hit a mine and not getting knocked out. Pack 40, number 2 for Bunkerbuster. Clearly concerned about the Humber, but also likely just strictly going for, say, Matilda 2, a Crusader even a Grand. All 3 of those options could definitely make Bunkerbuster feel a bit sad if he doesn't have, like, multiple anti-tank guns. Crucially on the LD-40. Because while the LD-40 is good versus, you know, light armor vehicles and some medium armor, it pretty much becomes useless against something like a Matilda. I mean, fully useless, but it's definitely not a great spot. Once more here, Bunkerbuster kind of getting like caught out of any safe retreat path here with his units. Losing another Pioneer squad that's Reakly counter-harassing quite aggressively. 411 to 414. Victory points-wise, it's pretty close to the other so far. Humber could be withdrawn, of course, again for a bit of extra fuel towards another 8-tank. Actually, not another, but 8-tank in the first place. Bunkerbuster can soon go for the infantry reserves ability. And fun fact, the Luftwaffe, sort of towards the mid to late war of the stage, was actually like one of the big reserves of manpower in the German army alongside the Kriegsmarine, as they had a lot, shall I say, personnel not exactly doing a lot. And in fact, there's a lot of wrangling about it, where, of course, early on the Luftwaffe actually got to make its own infantry divisions to like try and, get around having to hand over all this spare personnel to the army, though that kind of failed. But towards the very end of the war, the Kriegsmarine would actually get away with creating a few of its own marine infantry divisions. Fun fact. Yeah, the Luftwaffe essentially having extra manpower reserves kind of makes sense. Anyways, Reakly going straight for the grounds, no Matildas. Nothing like that. The also noting here has withdrawn the Humber. Thumbs up. Bunkerbuster could go for the Panther 4 soon. He could also go for the Sturmpanzer. Likely he's going to go for the Sturmpanzer first. But there, good German assault here. Pushes back here, Reakly. And Reakly cancels the ground instead. Goes for foot guards. Gets a Matilda instead then. Panther 4 for Bunkerbuster. Thumbs up. And he can now go for the infantry reserves ability. Healing should also merge here with the Panzer squad. They get up to 5-man. Like that guy serving as a Panzer Grenadier is going to be a lot more valuable to Bunkerbuster. And yes, it was actually, particularly as a war went on, not uncommon for lower grades of troops being used to replace losses in more elite units. To an extent, it kind of worked out as long as there's a core of veterans. For example, using again the Luftwaffe as an example, the 1st SS Panzer Division, for example, had suffered heavy losses, and had to like make up with them pretty quickly, and so they received a lot of recruits from the Luftwaffe, who were not particularly enthusiastic about some becoming SS troops. But by the time the fighting in Normandy began, they were pretty much an integral part of the division, so... You know, it's the sort of thing that can work, but again, does require a good amount of veterans to make it work. But anyways, Panzer is moving in here. We got 363 vs 414. And we do get the ground after all for Reakly as well. Their foot guards moving forwards. Assault rifle versus Thompson's. Lead versus lead. Grenades are being chucked here. Panzer squad about to get wiped out. Grenades are being flung. But Bunkerbuster's grenades were definitely off the mark. And then some Panzer arriving here. Almost losing a Panzer squad. There was a really close call. Machine gun is about to go down, in fact. Can Bunkerbuster get out there in time? Somehow, yes, he can. Ground M3 there, almost on it for Reakly. Southeast side, he's managed to sneak around here. Bunkerbuster's main front line going for the victory point, the munitions point there. Thumbs up to Reakly there. Sharp play. Panther 4 withdrawing. Bagger base here. Nothing further there for Bunkerbuster. Still no infantry reserves picked there. He really should pick them. Particularly nice, got a lot of Panzer gun. He's need to reinforce. There we go. Because he definitely wants those to get a discount. Again, really powerful ability. In some cases, again, you'll see people like this just picking this battle group just for that one. That's how good it is. Again, abilities like this definitely, I think, need to be tuned down, or they need to, like, have a penalty added to them. Across the board. Whether or not, of course, that'll happen, I don't know, but again, abilities like that are immensely powerful. Like, 25% manpower reinforcement reduction is, like, something that can really snowball. There we go. M3 ground moving forwards here, and third pack 40 for Bunkerbuster. I feel like triple pack 40 is pushing like a bit much. Particularly on a map like this, I think there's a chance it could be much harder to wield them effectively. I think Starsturm, Nebelwerfers, more Panzer Grenadiers would actually be better for him because, I mean, a good portion of Reakly's force right now is still infantry as support weapons, so elements can deal with that more effectively rather than third pack 40. I think is a lot more ideal, particularly when he's already got 2 pack 40s and a Panther 4. So I feel like your Bunkerbuster is going in a direction that there's not really a lot of, I think, bases to go for. I mean, it's not like Reakly is swarming him right now with tanks. And obviously wants some amount of anti-tank guns, that's fine, but I think triple pack 40s and a Panther 4 would really require Reakly to have, like, a lot of tanks. And even then, almost like then be more like to say, better off to just go for a flak 36 instead of infantry reserves if you're that concerned about armor. Panzer's being mowed down the streets with the Vickers. Nice it up here. Good position. House there to cover from any northern assaults from, honestly. As it can both cover from an attack from this angle, but also cover from here. So this is a really good house to have, like, if you like, you know, the southern player. It's honestly much more worth it than the church, whereas if you're a northern player, a lot of the time you kind of need the church or you to get to this building, honestly, which almost has the same kind of effect, but not, well, actually, more or less kind of the same. So that's all a thing there to keep in mind. So good setup there by Reakly, and obviously going to be a bit tough here for Bunkerbuster to deal with. This again is also where mortar needle to do a lot more good rather than more packs. But there you go, third pack fort ready here for Bunkerbuster. Die dritte Panzerabwehrkanone, foot guards moving forwards here. Ripping apart here the right flank. And we can see here Bunkerbuster and the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division being pushed out. Got the reconnoiter, which is of course pretty much a good argument for not going for the Flak 56 because you just pop that one atop it and the Flak 56 can't shoot it down. You know, it's probably still so that's better than just going triple packs, though.
Victory point is under enemy control.
And certainly, if you're going to go there, I would also recommend some Starstorm, honestly. Like, might as well just leverage it. Or at least transfer in one Grenadier squad for more Panzer Grenadiers. We got another ground away there for Reakly and the British Empire. Got the foot guards going for the Grenadiers here. Thompson's at the ready. Bazooka, second Panther for Bunkerbuster. Plus more Pioneers. We do get Fallschirmjägers. You could of course also go for some of those. FD-42s and Panzerfaust are a very nice combo. Triple packs going about here. I mean, that could also be an option instead of a third pack 40. I just think triple packs here is not ideal. In particular, again, a map, I think, with a fair bit ways for it to get, like, you know, them get blocked out to the buildings. I think triple packs is too hazardous. And there's also just not likely going to be, like, paying off for him. But who knows? I could easily prove wrong. Second ground ready here. Second Panther's almost ready. We've got a Chem ready for Bunkerbuster. Now, that is an interesting choice here. Not bad, though. I've definitely seen some players, you know, typically higher rank players, and Bunkerbusters on the higher rank, by the way, if I remember correctly, but, you know, you'll see some of those occasionally actually going for Kettencrats late into the game, because, again, just that sudden, cheap unit that can capture points can actually be really good. The opponent's, like, already exhausted. Just having the Kettencrats zipping about me can suddenly add some pressure your opponent is not willing to deal with. There you go, triple packs on the way, that Panther Force as well there. Triple cap from Reakly on Bunkerbuster. The building there is just getting smashed by all the German guns there. Good Lord, Ben! Didn't train for this? No one did, Reginald. Now shut up and get out. Grant's there ripping through the Panzergrenadiers there. They're getting absolutely more than just poor Otto and Helmut, and they get knocked out and then some. Definitely went too hard there with those Panzergrenadiers for that supporty. Panther Force with packs moving in. 6-pounder return the favour here. Up north going for the fuel point right outside Bunkerbuster's base again. Forcing here, Bunkerbuster have to have troops to deal with that. North here, Safety with the Pioneers. We do get some Grenadiers for up the Kar-9 TK bolt action rifles. So, will it replace the Panzer Grenadiers? And if you will, what will it replace them with? Will it be Fallschirmjägers? Will it be Starstorm? Will it be more Panzer Grenadiers? I mean, there's an argument for all three choices. Meanwhile, Reakly just continue to push up here. Having already, shall say, found, like, you know, foothold here outside his opponent's base. In the fuel point, he's just constantly applying more pressure. Of course, this does mean the center is more vulnerable, but if Bunkerbuster isn't careful, Reakly could directly attack here Bunkerbuster's base and bust all his bunkers, which would be deeply ironic. Using the Ken-Crad as a scout. Third grant there for Reakly. Mortar raining down from above here. So, Grant's moving to the city here. Town. Village. Third Grant there, almost ready for Reakly. But he's definitely going to make things further complicated. Again, could go for Fallschirmjäger, could go for Starstorm, could go for more Panzer Grenadiers. We'll have to see what and if he does here. Building collapsed under British mortar fire. In from the north, crucial with no anti-tank support. It's all business support in the Panther 4s. Is it? Oh, he's got 2 packs, so he's now split them up. At least that's something in some regards. We can see that Bunkerbuster is definitely struggling a bit to, like, you know, try and crack open this nut that's crowned in the center of the map here. Again, the triple packs just are not going to help him here, unfortunately. Like, if you had, like, you know, some Starstorm, some Fallschirmjägers, stuff like that, you probably have better success. Up north here, Grenadiers for pursuit. Sap's going in all directions. Grant's going for the solid Grenadiers squad up north here. Going in half with the guns. But, of course, making Bunkerbuster's situation very uncomfortable. Very painful. So many Grants they're firing away. They could see a wipe here on Bunkerbuster's Grenadier squad. Yes, he's down to just 2 squads in from now. He has to replace them. He does replace them with Starstorm. Thumbs up. You will see here that Bunkerbuster's just kind of frozen here.
Our adversary is pushing back. We are down to 250.
Honestly, at this point, his options are just have to, like, you know, bite the bullet, attack across here, or he has to, like, move for the north and attack from this angle. But he has to, like, you know, make a decision. Currently, he's, I think, trying to push both angles, and that's basically meaning he's, like, you know, not really getting, like, any focus anywhere, and Reakly just chips his armor and then attacks in full force here. Starstorm ready there for Bunkerbuster.
Aircraft ready to loiter the target area.
Got the loiter selected. Foot guards occupying the houses. Coming in to fire. We got a 4th Grant there for Reakly. And there you go, Campcrowd spotting, packs moving up, so engaging the Grants here. Reakly making a bold move here. Campcrowd spotted by the 6-pounder gun here, could lose it. Yes, Campcrowd down, unsurprisingly, packs will keep hanging away there. We could see Grant down. No, it gets away there. Close call though, very close call. There you go, heavy damage on the Grants here from the packs. Section there, catching the Starstorm. Vickers joining in the fun as well. Here's Starstorm down 3 men each retreat already. Panther 4's doing nothing except getting some light repairs in there. Foot guards to the ready. Sapper sneaking in. 4th Grant almost done. We got 301 versus 224 here. Bunkerbuster really seems to be struggling with the current build of Reakly and the map. South side here, Pioneers being spotted by the Sappers. Need to withdraw them and hope they don't get wiped. At least Reakly has to spend a lot of time here fixing up both of his damaged Grants. Six-pounder. Oh yeah, he lost another Pioneer squad, unsurprisingly. Bunkerbuster's Pioneers have a clearly low rate of survival. Panther 4's packs moving up here. Need to deal with that machine gun. Bringing the Panthers, Panther 4 going to the machine, needs to retreat the Pioneers. Packs here being used. We got a lot of call in there, and Reakly's tanks as well here. Almost got the machine gun. Dashing in for Deutschland. Ooh, nasty hit there on the 6-pounder gun and the Grant at the same time. 4 Grants moving up. Almost got the machine gun. And there you go, 6-pounder crew caught. His Sapper somehow miraculously getting a full burst, taking next to no damage. Packs keeping forwards here. Brutal push here. Could see one of the Grants getting caught up. Is the pathing betrays it. Panther squad almost wiped out. Packs continue to move forwards here. Wrecking the 6-pounder gun there. Thumbs up to Bunkerbuster. Could call in some Starstorm here to help see some points. Or some Function Pioneers, so it's just repairing at the front line. I mean, I'd say there's anything amount of things you'd call in here. And I think they'd all be good. He just, you know, needs to make a decision on the subject matter. So there you go. Got one of Reakly's Grants and his 6-pounder gun. That's definitely going to help make up for some of the losses he suffered. Still floating map. I guess he wants another Panther 4, which, I mean, we can fault him. They're nice tanks. And there you go. Artillery called in. Pack 40 wiped out here. Grant going in now, exploiting the fact that Panther 4s are separated. Packs are doing with the cam, but with artillery load here, the recon artillery, it's going to be tough here. Panther 4 knocked out there by Reakly's Grant. Getting revenge here. There we go, though. Bunkerbuster's got the triple cap back here against Reakly now. North here, Grenadiers hitting a mine. Pioneers thinking about the Grant there. We got another Grant for Reakly. Surprised we haven't seen, like, I think any training here for the armored vehicles. You'd figure that with all the Grants he's got going. Some armored vehicle training would be quite frankly amazing. And he's in trouble with the Grants, and again, no, this is Vetchi 2, so it's extra good versus infantry. And certainly would be even better but at training if it doesn't really cause that. But anyways, Glenn's about to get wiped out here. Unless he gets very lucky, which I mean could happen. But he didn't. Another Panther already here for Bunkerbuster. Could still go from Starstorm. Panther's church occupying now with the machine gun here. Can't easily go for that position. That is a bit more exposed now here. Packs and Panthers slamming into the church here. Another Pioneer squad wiped out. Bunkerbuster continues to have heavy losses. Going for another Pack 4 despite having captured the other one. What? I feel like more infantry again would somewhat do more good, but I do also kind of see where it's responsive from, because at this point now, of course, Reakly does have a lot of tanks, but a counter argument, of course, would be, well, what if he hadn't gone for those packs sooner and just gone for more infantry sooner? Maybe Reakly wouldn't be able to go for that many tanks easily. But I digress. Now the Grenadiers going to be for Bunkerbuster, clearly wants them for reinforcing and merging specifically. Starstorm has the foot guns. Grant's diving ahead here. We got a 2-pronged attack here. Almost got the foot guard here. Starstorm about to get wiped out. We got another recon loiter. Almost got one on the ground here. And there you go. Starstorm wiped. Machine gun about to get wiped. Hey, heavy losses for Bunkerbuster. Massive losses. And this sapper's run off for the MD-32. A little souvenir for the kids back home. Another Pioneer squad out. At this point, Bunkerbuster is just taking exceptionally heavy losses.
Our anti-tank gun is
Second pack wiped. At this point, Bunkerbuster's lost every single one of his anti-tank guns. He's lost almost all of his infantry. He's close to losing a Panther, but somehow bounces or gets missed there pretty consistently. That is very lucky there for Bunkerbuster. And now we got the packs on top of the ground Panther moving forwards here. Shots flying off here. More Pioneers for Bunkerbuster. He needs those repairs desperately for the fatherland. Anti-tanks being wrecked by the British, wanting none of that German rubbish. Back on the field, Grenadiers got wiped out. Another stinging blow here to Bunkerbuster as he frantically tries to restore some kind of sense and order here to the situation. Sorry about that. Got a bit of a stubborn cold.
We are losing control of a sector.
Just want to check what that thing was there.
Sector lost.
Yeah, not looking great here for Bunkerbuster by now. Reakly is down 81 here. But Bunkerbuster at this stage has next to nothing left, and Reakly has, well, a lot. In particular, he still has a lot of tanks, including an eventually 3 M3 Grant tank here, which is definitely bad news for the Germans on the receiving end of it.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Northwestern point which is the mortar. We got 60 of us on 87. Go Pioneer here for Bunkerbuster. Certainly highlighting how important for him is to, like, you know, just get his tanks back in action. Quiet here. Fixing up the grunts. Up north here, one machine in there against the foot guards and the sections. Not exactly a great engagement there for Bunkerbuster. I mean, like, you know, Reakly could just drop the grunt and just wreck the machine gun here. So this is very, very risky, if not careless play here by Bunkerbuster. But at the same time, again, he's got next to infantry, he's under immense amount of pressure, so I do understand why he's doing it. But I still don't think it makes it a great idea, honestly. It's one very much born out of desperation, out of a really, really bad situation. And sometimes you may have to make those moves, obviously, but so I want to point out that's not ideal. One grenade there. Panzers are close being hammered out. We got a lot of calling again here by Bunkerbuster. Machine gun wipe retreat here. A tiny win for Bunkerbuster against Reakly. Tiny, minuscule. And there you almost got the ace grant here. Yes. Panther 4, the Vector 2 lit up like a Norwegian Christmas tree on New Year's. Pioneer's about to get wiped out. The Panther 4 pack's withdrawing here. Grant's just ripping everything else apart here. Now the Panther 4 for Bunkerbuster. We got 6 of us on the 53. And we can see the Reakly's just grabbed most of the rest of the map here in the process.
Victory point lost.
It's just Bunkerbuster can't really fight back against them across most of the map. 6 of us on the 49. 48.
Fixed. Now get back into fight.
So what will Bunkerbuster do next? What can he do next? I think it's just as good as a question at this stage, honestly. Branch withdrawing here. Oh, he's just withdrawing and refitting them. Instead of like just trying to repair them, he's just going to withdraw them and then just rebuild them. That's actually something some players do. Like at some point as the British, like unless they're too experienced, you just withdraw and refit them and then you rebuild them. It's a very cheeky, you know, move you might occasionally see In this case, he's also doing it probably because he wants to call in the Black Prince. So, you know, why keep a bunch of damaged scrounds about me? Just, you know, withdraw them and then call in, you know, the British Armoured Unicorn. That, I think, at this stage, very much seals the deal here against Bunkerbuster. Like, the artillery loiter plus the Black Prince, I mean, makes it very difficult for Bunkerbuster. Like, really seriously stop any of Reakly's advances now. Another Pack 40 for Bunkerbuster. Another grunt for Reakly.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
There we go, heavy fire. Their fighting is intense here across the streets here. Guns are flaring off, arm-piercing shells here. Crusaders actually instead of grunts here for Reakly. Pax almost got one of the grunts here, but can he get off the shot? No, he does not. Sappers being mauled, Panther Force withdrawing here. Black Prince moving forward, slowly inching forwards. Pack destroyed.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready.
Bunkerbuster's chance of winning this at this point just seem next to non-existent. Like, theoretically, there might be some kind of way, like, how he could win this, but if there is, I'm having a very hard time seeing it, I think is the best way to put it. Like, I'm just not entirely sure how he intends to win this. Short of like a massive misplay out of Reakly at this point. Pantswood almost wiped out. And there you go, GG, game over. Game over. Loss there for Bunkerbuster, victory for the British forces, a brutal and hard-fought battle. But I think Bunkerbuster needed a bit more infantry at times. Like, he suffered some heavy infantry losses, never really replaced them. I think that was one of his mistakes. And I think definitely just overcommitted to the Pack 40s. Which again, on a map like this, can be a bit tougher to like fully leverage anyways. So I think there were some strategic issues there. I think that undercut Bunkerbuster. I think otherwise played a pretty solid game. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Simply Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for the next episode. Bye everyone.